Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about everything you need to know about moving to Dallas, Texas. I'm going to talk about the cost of living, the rent prices, where to live, basically any and everything Texas. The whole entire Dallas living, I'm going to talk to you guys about it right now. So let's get into the video. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the rent prices. The rent prices from 2-3 years ago, even from when we first moved here, guys, it has changed drastically. I used to be able to get like a 3-4 bedroom house guys, not apartment, house, for $1,600. Now the 3-4 bedrooms are going for $1,900, $2,000 and up. It's going to be impossible for you to find a 3-bedroom house, townhouse, for $1,600. Maybe you can find maybe a 1-bedroom for $1,600, a 1-bedroom apartment for $1,600, but a house, a townhouse, if you're trying to get a 2, 3 and up bedroom house for $1,600, like, you're not gonna find it here. The rent prices have gone up drastically. For the past 2-3 years, every year it has gone up. But I know the reason why. And I know the reason why. Too many people are moving to Texas. Like, not everybody knows, like, Texas cost of living is low. Well, it was low. Texas cost of living at the time was low. The houses were big. Everything was amazing. A lot of people, there's lots to do. So you know what Texas decided to do? They decided to raise the rent prices. They raised the rent prices, and I'm so pissed about it. They literally raised the rent prices. It is crazy. Like, I'm like, are we in California? Because I know all the California people are coming to Texas, but they're raising the rent prices like I'm living back in Hawaii again. Because in Hawaii, like, the rent prices are like that. Like, you're gonna pay for like a 1-bedroom apartment, you're probably gonna pay like $1,600, $1,700, even $18 for a 1-bedroom. For a 2-bedroom, like, you're gonna pay like $19 in the $2,000s, and then when you get into 3-4 bedrooms, you're gonna pay $2,000 to $3,000. So Texas is getting up there to Hawaii prices and California prices, and I don't like that, because the reason why people move to Texas is because of a low cost of living, because of the scenery, the lifestyle, the people, the culture here. Like, they are coming here really because of the cost of living. But I need the jobs to catch up. I need everywhere else to catch up, right? So that we can be able to afford the expensive rent, the expensive cost of buying the house, because not only is the rental market crazy, but also buying a house here, it is crazy. Like, it's so much competition. Anywhere in Texas to buy a house, to even rent a house, guys. Oh my goodness, because of so many people are moving to Texas right now, it is hard to get a place. Like, I'm trying to help my family member right now find a house, and houses are being snatched up. Like, before they even view the rental unit to see the place, they're signing the lease, they're applying for it without even seeing it. Like, the houses are going so fast here because so many people are moving here. And then also with buying a house, because recently I just bought a house, right? So this was like around last year. The housing market with buying a house was crazy as well, because people were putting, people were bidding for homes without even viewing the house. Like, they already had their offer in, and I'm like, but the house just got on the market an hour ago. Like, how is there like 20 offers already? The market here for rentals, for buying a house, is crazy. So if you guys are coming here, just know that it's going to be really rare for you guys to find an apartment, because even the apartments rent prices are ridiculous. It's going to be hard for you guys to find an apartment, townhouse, or a house that is like cheap, unless you're moving out in the boondocks, like far away from the nightlife, far away from like the Metroplex area, right? If you're not moving in those areas, you want to move somewhere like in the country where you're like an hour away from stuff, then maybe you can find things that's affordable and cheap. But nowadays, everything has gone up. Good luck finding things that are cheap, okay? please come here with money. So before you guys come here and get your house, apartment, whatever, make sure you have a realtor. Texas has a lot of realtors here. There are tons of realtors that will help you with finding an apartment. They'll help you with finding a house, buying a house. Realtors do help. You do not have to pay a realtor to find a rental property. You don't pay them for that. It's free. Even they have apartment finders here, apartment locators that you can just Google, go on Google, type in apartment locators in Dallas, Texas, and you will see tons of apartment locators that will help you find an apartment. So before you even come here, get an apartment locator, get a realtor that can help you find a place within your budget. Tell them how much you want to spend, tell them how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, square footage, and they will send you a listing of apartments or houses or townhouses in the cities or in the area that you want to live in. That's going to help you a lot, because if you decide to do this on your own, guys, it's hard. You need a realtor to help you to find a place here. Guys, before you even drive to Texas, please, please, please get a toll tag. You're going to thank me later. You will thank me later, okay? You'll thank me later, because if you come here and you drive the roads and you decide to drive on the toll roads, and then you're going to get like a bill in the mail, like probably like a couple hundred, maybe even like $1,000 because you didn't know that they have tolls here, guys. Do me a favor, get a toll tag. Like, you're going to thank me later. So in the Dallas, Texas area, Metroplex area, we have the tolls. We have toll roads. You don't have to drive the toll roads, because I don't drive the toll roads, and I've been here for such a long time. I do not drive tolls. I would take a longer route, okay? I'm not paying those tolls because it adds up. You will be driving through tolls, and then you would get like a $50 bill, and you're like, so I got a $50 bill for driving on these tolls. Like, yes, guys, the tolls road here is so expensive. Like, literally, it's a ripoff. There's tolls everywhere here in Texas. It's crazy. So before even coming here, either get a toll tag, which is not hard to do. You can go online, get your toll tag, or you need to just click avoid tolls. Before you come in here, you can click avoid tolls on your GPS, and you'll be fine, because if not, you're going to be paying hundreds of dollars with tolls, and you don't want to do that. Here's a big question. Do I recommend you to move here to Dallas, Texas? And here's what I would say. It's up to you, really. I mean, for me, I'm not leaving Texas anytime soon, because I personally love Texas, despite the expensive rent prices, the tolls, even the hail, besides the hail, because, we get hail over here. Besides all of that, I love Texas. I think it's amazing here. I love the culture. I love the environment. I love the people. I love, just everything about Texas. I personally like it. And I don't think, honestly, besides Hawaii and besides moving overseas, I can't see myself anywhere else. If I'm not moving overseas, if I'm not going back to Hawaii, I'm not going anywhere else, because I love Texas. I've been to many different states in the U.S. and I didn't like any of them besides Texas. Texas is amazing. You have major cities like Houston, you have San Antonio, you have Austin, you have Dallas. There's just a lot of places to live in. And I just love Texas. Every location in Texas, they have their own environment. And I just love everything about Texas. And to me, honestly, I don't like how expensive the rent is going, because it's making it hard for people to be able to afford to stay here. But besides that, you just make your money. Be on your grind, make your money so you can be able to afford your rent and your mortgage, and you'll be fine. I just like everything about here. When you come here, you're going to meet so many people from around the world, because everybody's moving to Texas, not just from different states, but also from different countries. So there's people here from a whole bunch of different backgrounds. There's lots of things to do, lots of places to eat in Texas. There's so many places to eat, so many different culture foods. The nightlife here is amazing. There's so much to do. There's different bars, lounges, clubs, restaurants, there's so much here to do. Even for children, there's places for kids to go to, water parks, arcades, just every and anything you can think of is here in Texas. I just also the schools here are amazing. The schools here are so amazing. My daughter, a couple years ago, she went to a Spanish-speaking school where they taught her, obviously they spoke English there, but half the day they taught her Spanish, and the other half the day they were just talking to English. So there's amazing schools here. There's just so much to brag about Texas. To me, the pros outweigh the cons. So the cons for me is the ridiculous rental prices. Like, I don't like that. It's crazy. They need to stop before everybody decides to leave Texas and move out. The next thing is the toll tag. I don't like the toll tag. I feel like it's a ripoff, but you can also opt on your GPS to avoid tolls. I would say this is like a hail is a con too, because hail does damage. Man, if we have a really bad hailstorm, which we actually have had, it could really damage your vehicle if you don't have a carport, a garage, or something to cover your car. You can get dents, your glass can get smashed from the hail. We just don't know when hail is going to come unless we see it on like the news thing, you know. Another con is everywhere in Texas, like, you have to drive far. Like, legit, I expect, like, if I'm going to leave my house and go anywhere to an event or, like, you know, whatever, I'm going to drive at least 20 minutes or more. So I always tell myself that I know that I'm going to drive 20 minutes or more to places. Like, that's just what it is. Like, everything is spaced out in Texas. Everything is big and large and just so far apart. So expect to drive long periods of time in Texas. What's another con here? Honestly, I think those are all the cons. I can't really think about anything else. But for me, like, despite the cons, there's so much more pros that I like, and I'm not leaving because of the pros. And I don't care. Well, no, I do care about the expensive rent prices, but I'm still going to stay here. So do I recommend you to come here? Yes. Come to Texas if you want to. If Texas suits you, come here. I just pray that eventually that they will just stop the outrageous rent price increase, because if that's going to keep happening, I can guarantee you that people will move out, because people are coming in because of the affordability, which is no more. And if they're going to be running competition with California and Hawaii, then I might as well go with Hawaii. Like, I might as well go back to Hawaii and pay that $2,000 rent price, because at least I'll be by the beach and water and always have like beautiful weather and not have to deal with hail and all that stuff. Like, at least I will be in the beach if they don't stop with this crazy rent price. But guys, that is it about everything Dallas. If you guys have any questions about Texas, feel free to ask me down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. It is free. Hit the like button. Help me out. It would help me a lot if you guys will like the video. If you don't feel like subscribing, then don't subscribe, but at least like the video. Comment down below what videos or what questions you have next, and I will answer them. But I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.